One mistake can change everything in Off Campus Episode 5 on Prime Video. And this episode proves just how quickly emotions can spiral once feelings stop being casual. The relationships that once felt fun and effortless are suddenly becoming complicated, emotional, and impossible to control. And honestly, the tension between the characters now feels strong enough to break friendships, destroy trust, and completely change the direction of the story. What makes episode 5 stand out is how real the emotional conflict feels. Nobody fully says what they actually want, which creates awkward conversations, jealousy, and misunderstandings that slowly build pressure throughout the episode. The chemistry is still intense, but now there's a layer of emotional vulnerability underneath it that makes every scene feel heavier than before. You can tell the characters are starting to care more deeply than they planned to. The college atmosphere also adds a lot to the story because everything feels unpredictable and emotionally chaotic. Parties, rumors, friendships, and late night conversations all start blending together in ways that push the characters closer to emotional breakdowns. Instead of simple romance drama, episode 5 feels more like a turning point where hidden feelings can no longer stay hidden without consequences. Another reason fans are getting attached to Off Campus is because the relationships feel messy in a believable way. Nobody is perfect, and every character seems torn between protecting themselves and risking emotional pain for someone they genuinely care about. That emotional realism makes the romance feel far more addictive because viewers can sense how fragile everything is becoming. At its core, episode 5 feels like a story about emotional vulnerability, trust, and the fear of falling too hard for someone who might not feel the same way. The characters are no longer simply enjoying the excitement of college life, they're beginning to face the emotional consequences of opening their hearts to each other. And honestly, if the series keeps building this level of tension, chemistry, and emotional drama, it could easily become one of Prime Video's most talked about romance series. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts because the emotional chaos is only getting more intense from here.